guys! Today we prepared something that's not a usual one that we ever presented before, and it's a famous study named the Stanford Prison Experiment. And in this video we'll have a deep discussion of how power influences people's behavior, and after you watch this video you will get to know more about people behavior changes when they get power.
14th, 1971, Palo Alto, California. 12 young men are rounded up from their homes by police, placed under arrest, and brought to a makeshift prison in the basement of Stanford University. It all begins as a study on the psychology of prison life, led by Stanford psychology professor Dr. Philip Zimbardo. 24 volunteers, 12 guards, and 12 prisoners.
The Stanford Prison Experiment was held at the Stanford University in 1971, and it was conducted by the psychologist Dr. Philip Zimbardo. The aim of the experiment is to investigate the psychological effect of the perceived power and authority in a simulated prison experiment.
Zimbardo and his team recruit 24 mentally and emotionally stable college students to participate in this experiment. The participants were chosen from a larger group of 70 volunteers because they have no criminal background, lacked psychological issues, and had no significant medical condition. The volunteers agreed to participate during a 1 to 2 weeks period in exchange for $50 a day.
Dr. Zimbardo and his teammate are prison in the basement of building. The prison has 3 small rooms all 7 by 9.
3 inmates will stay in each room, and there will be 3 beds for them to sleep on. There will be also room for the guests and the warden, special room for a punishment and a year. In the test, 24 people will be split into 2 groups, inmates and guests. Inmates must stay in their room all the time, while guests are working in a group of 3 for 8 hours. With the ending of each shift, they can return home until their next shift approaches. During the study, prisoners and guests can freely interact, but interaction often turns hostile. Guests become aggressive and abusive, while prisoners become passive and depressed.
On the first day of the experiment, the students were assigned as the prisoner were arrested by the local police at their home or assigned places, and announced with silent willing to make them actually feel like they were getting arrested. Prisoners were uncomfortable eating smoke without any underwear and stocking cap, as well as a chain around one ankle. Not long after the experiment started, guards were starting to abuse their power to humiliate the inmate. They had the prisoner count off and do push-ups, took their beds so that the prisoner have to sleep on the cold floor, restricted access to the bedroom, and forced them to relieve themselves in buckets in their cell as punishment because the prisoner rebelled against the guard. One of the prisoners who can stand to absorb abuse was released after 36 hours because his mental health was significantly declining and had apparent mental breakdown. Due to the parent concern and the increasing brutality exhibited by the guard in the experiment, Zimbardo ended the study on day 6.
It was interesting how quickly people's behavior changed. College students with no criminal record felt like he was a real prisoner. And the guard forgot the reality that they were conducting an experiment and impressed themselves in the experiment of meaningless power. Just like when we were home alone as a kids, we tend to do whatever we want because there is no adult scolding us. Those who arrange the experiment give the guard that they can act as they please, so they learn the taste of their power, forgot that it was an experiment, and gave them freedom to do whatever they wanted, which is why these problems arose.
It was intended to measure the effect of role-playing and social expectation on behavior over a period of 2 weeks. But there were problems with the experiment. Some of the participants felt really absent and stressed, so they had to start the experiment early because it wasn't safe for the people involved. As you can see, it was really scary. This experiment revealed that people quickly conform to social role even when the role goes against their principle. Conclusion: the researchers conclude that people will quickly conform to the role that is expected of them.
Overall, the experiment can tell us the situation we in can change how we act, and also we can realize, being part of a large team can make us, like being forced do the things that we would not do on our own. And yeah, of course, in this experiment, people also give negative comments, and also there's a report that some of the participants in the experiment, they tell us that they don't want to do that kind of abuse in that experiment. It's not because they want to abuse, just because they just want to have the experiment. And yeah, it sounds so interesting. And so just imagine if you were a god, what would you do? You will, like abuse the other prisoners, or just be yourself?